Let's select our second finalist from these contenders. Your first choice is King IPM with the 4-second Pro-Am Slam Bam. Murray DG25 throwing up a double alley for the win in the city. Winner number 7 was a top assist from Dro118, who served up a lob supreme in the rim. And winner number 8 was King LaShawn 13, who rotated through 4.
Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Knicks. Pure, natural scores. Unleashed and roaming the floor. The prowess of R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle will be on display as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Knicks, Celtics, coming right up after this. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. This is the era of positionless basketball in the NBA. Celtics coach Brad Stevens said, "I don't have the 5 positions anymore. It's as simple as 3, either a ball handler, a wing, or a big. We've become more versatile as the years have gone on. And guys, teams are now looking for players who provide that kind of versatility." Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. A distinction every young player would love to have. You take a look at Toppin. As soon as the season started, he started impacting games with his play. It's rare to see from a rookie, and that's why he's number 4 for us.
And he has had a dynamic start to his first season of NBA basketball. He might not be at the top of that list, but he has been great all the same.
What's catching my eye right now is the enthusiasm and energy that he keeps playing with. He has waited his whole life for this opportunity, and you can see it in the joy he has.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Toppin is out there with Robinson. And it's Ntilikina in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Knox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Yeah, very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
First one falls for him.
And Kevin Knox's father played professional football when Kevin was growing up. That may be where he gets some of his toughness from.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Walker. Thompson outside. Tatum with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Ntilikina passes to Barrett. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Walker. A floater, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. On defense, Boston. Second chance shot. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shot's good by Walker.
And Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lobbed up there for Robinson.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
Ntilikina keeping the pressure on his opponent by using some of his physical skill.
Yeah, easy call.
And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Think about Tristan Thompson and just the willingness he has on a nightly basis to just go out there, play rugged, set screens. It's a lot of the reasons why he's earned a lot of respect from teammates over the years.
The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Nice ball movement by Boston. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. To the inside. The shot that time, not on target. Now Boston takes it the other way. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Boston trailing. Here's Smart, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. You know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes it can take time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Good on both. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Brown kicks to Walker. Over Payton. Boston again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
In the corner, Knox with it. Offline with his three. For Boston, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And slam dunk by Tatum.
A terrific athlete at that wing with good bounce. Tatum, fun to watch.
Here's Payton, and the rejection by Tatum. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Payton outside. Pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Here's Barrett following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty R.J. Barrett knocks it down.
Outside, Smart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Randall's checked in for the Knicks. And so, Smart nails both of them. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside for Randall. Over Tatum. Rebounded by Smart. The Celtics with the lead. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Getting the and one, Kemba shows off the deft touch he has on the ball. You have to finesse around that hard a defense, and he does it as well as anybody.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Walker.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Now here's Payton. Passes it to Barrett. Offensive rebound. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And so it's Boston with it. The Knicks making the shot. And the basket by Tatum. Knicks trail by 5. Payton passes to Randall. He kicks it to Barrett for 3. Rebound Boston. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Boston making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Thompson. And Fournier subbed in for Marcus Smart. And New York with a change here, too. Nerlens Noel checks in for Toppin. Now here's Payton.
Screen.
Up top, Barrett. He's guarded by Fournier. And stolen by Fournier. Brown outside. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
And Barrett slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Cornette passes to Tatum. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Walker finds Brown. Now here's Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Brown down low. He's covered by Noel. No good with the layup. Here's Randall. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Fournier in the corner. No good on that one. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by one. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at New York. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, there's the Celtics, a half game back.
Well, I think for New York, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And Barrett slams it in.
Barrett's instincts on the move and on the fast break are something that this offense will benefit from.
To end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. And the Knicks with possession here. Now, here's Barrett. He's got 9. Williams in the post. Randall on him. Here's Green. That one doesn't drop. Randall with some nice D. And it's blocked. Outside, Green. Pass to Cornette. Over Rose. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Celtics trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Green against Rose. Williams with a clean look. Here's Cornette, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against New York. First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Noel. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
And Fournier kicks to Cornette. 1:51 left in the first quarter. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The pass to Randall. Outside Rose. And stolen by Fournier. Pass to Cornette. Green taking his time here. Passes to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Cornette. That shot off the mark. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Knox. Come on. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Celtics trail by 3. Fournier dishes to Green. Pass to Nesmith. The Celtics working the ball around now. Fournier, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. They get it back.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
It's good on the putback.
Somebody not alert to block out the wide frame of Julius Randle, who gets in there after the loose ball.
Outside Fournier. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Six seconds left in the first quarter. From deep, Rose, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Back to the action after this word. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Rose. R.J. Barrett is out there with Toppin. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Ntilikina in at the one spot. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Celtics have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. New York leading by 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there, thanks. And Toppin throws it down.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Green against Barrett, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Well, this is R.J. Barrett having himself a big-time game, and he's beating the defense in so many ways right now. There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
Here's Rose. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. For Boston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Smart deciding where to go with it. They need this. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will, and I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Nesmith. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you can count on R.J. Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination,
Timeout.
and at some point will lead a ball club.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise, because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash, but R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You take a look at Toppin, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And he knocks down the first one. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Thompson outside. There's Brown with the three. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Rose. Payton passes to Robinson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Tatum with it. Now Payton defending. Fires from deep. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 9.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Barrett inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Tatum in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Barrett. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
A moment now to see the numbers for Brown. He's averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Trying to get open is Thompson. Walker's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 11. Pull up Jay. Good as the jump shot falls. Ntilikina's got his first bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Walker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, throw it anywhere you want. Mitchell Robinson knows what to do.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And Thompson kicks to Tatum. And the basket is good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Now here's Payton. Poked loose. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. He feeds it to Tatum. Over Robinson. They get it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Third is Obi Toppin.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
That's good from Peyton.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And both free throws good for Peyton. Here's Tatum. 29 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. He dishes it to Smart. Back to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Knox, he's checked in for New York. And so Tatum nails them both.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Now, here's Toppin. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Knox. The feed to Toppin. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brown's got his second bucket. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Brown. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ntilikina looking it over. Another shot. Here's Toppin. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Cornett. No good with the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Brown. The Knicks making the shot. Robinson with the block.
Well, hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup against the Nets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That's good from Peyton. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Here's Peyton following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Back to Peyton. The dish to Randall. There's the pass to Knox. Clock at 6. Over Brown. Knox misses. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Ntilikina. Hits the three-point bomb. Ntilikina's got 5 points so far.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well.
The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. Offensive rebound. Cornette. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Walker against Payton. Walker with some nice D.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Goes back up, and the layup good by Tatum. 17 points in the game.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Now Payton, 5 points in the game. Randall surveying the D. Back to Payton. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
Some changes for Boston. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Neesmith comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Rose is checked in. That's good from Payton.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Outside Fournier. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks to Rose. Passes it to Knox. Gets a hand on it. Randall on the follow. Randall's got his third basket of the night right there.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's Green. Pass to Fournier. Over Payton. Here's Cornette. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Rose against Fournier. Rose, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Payton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, Payton getting after it and picking up some fouls right now.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
That's good from Payton. Smart's checked in for Green. And both free throws good for Payton. Celtics trail by 16. Outside Fournier. Here's Williams. Knicks with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Well, you can tell that Kevin Knox ahead of time knew he was going to shoot that ball no matter what the defense was doing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Misses the three.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Cornette. He's got 6. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
For three, Fournier kept alive. Williams. That one's off, still out of sync.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so it's New York cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah.
So big.
And looking at the state of the New York Knicks, last season clearly not the win total they'd expected. Kenny, what's next?
Well, patience. It's a young core mixed with an old core, so they got to figure that out.
Which gives you a medium core.
It gives you. They have to have time to develop, though, for the young players. And once that happens, possibly a turnaround.
Patience, Kenny. They need consistency. They need a shared voice from management to the front office to the coaching staff. They need something.
How's my core looking, by the way?
Pretty good.
Six-pack.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Round the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Big finish there from Robinson. He pays attention to how he can best help out on that play, and that's a finish.
Outside, Walker. Tatum, that's for 2. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Barrett, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown dishes to Thompson. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Thompson looking for an opening. Walker in the post. Excellent D that time from Robinson. To the paint. Here's Knox. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now, how about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Walker the pass to Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
It's Brown on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. Robinson knocks it away. Blocked again, and he's able to get it back. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Robinson. He kicks to Barrett from downtown. They get the rebound. Toppin can't connect from short range. The Celtics shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Smart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now the pass to Toppin. He can't get that one to fall. And here comes Walker leading the fast break, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Boston making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And the second free throw, good. The Celtics shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Outside, Walker. The three-pointer, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Tatum passes to Fournier from deep three-point range. The shot comes out, so New York will take it the other way. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Fournier. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge. The Knicks pull it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Fournier against Robinson. Barrett wide open. He fires. They get it again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Defense trying everything on Mitchell Robinson. He stays cool, collected. He'll collect foul shots.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, at the time, Robinson's journey to the draft was such a big story, but now the story is getting bigger as he continues to improve his game and dominate the inside of NBA play.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. For three, Fournier. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
They grabbed their own miss. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Knicks. And so Walker nails both of them. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Rose. The Knicks rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Fournier. Averaging about 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Burks is checked in. So he gets them both. And here's Walker. 7 points in the game. Looking to get it going. Robinson with the block.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Toppin passes to Knox. Barrett against Thompson. Barrett with the ball. 17 points in the game. Clock at 2. The 19-foot shot. That misses off the backboard. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Fournier gets a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 8 points for Evan Fournier.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Barrett the pass to Knox. So here's Burks. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Brown. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 23. And here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Evan Fournier.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off, and he just stuck to the play.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
2 shots.
The first one falls, and some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Neesmith in for Walker. Randall's checked in for New York. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Burks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to avoid fouling Tatum in those situations. He's very clever at getting the defense to kind of bite when he attacks.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
First one falls for him. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. He's perfect from the line this time. The Knicks leading by 23. Payton surveying the floor. Outside for Randall. From outside off the mark. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's stolen by Randall. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 11.
I think Mitchell Robinson getting more and more comfortable with plays like this. Contact on it, still able to finish.
For 3, Fournier unable to get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. 14 feet away, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Green, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Noel's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Both shots good from the stripe. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Fournier. Randall with some nice D. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Fournier. The Knicks shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Here's Fournier. And he overshot that one, missing. The Knicks shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Good. Randall's got 10 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Barrett against Fournier. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for New York. And so Fournier nails both of them. Now the Knicks with it. Now here's Payton. 10 points for him. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, RJ was going to score either through you or over you. That's a nice finish there.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
One shot.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Up top, Fournier, covered by Payton. Pass to Nesmith. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Noel. He's averaging 7 points a game, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Boston. And the pass to Cornette. Back to Green. And he can't stop the run as he misses. New York's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Fournier. And he makes good on the layup. Fournier's got 10 points in the quarter.
Worked that one inside nicely.
The Knicks shooting 41% for the game. Barrett against Williams. And Randall throws it down.
He's such a versatile player as a combo guard, and with that great size, it can allow him to set up teammates.
Pass to Nesmith. Outside Williams to the wing right side. Now here's Nesmith, guarded closely. New York shooting right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. Randall tries again, and no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim. Noel's got 6.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Here's Fournier, and he drops it in from the low post.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Passes it to Noel. Back to Payton. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 12.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside Fournier. Green finds Fournier. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Fournier against Payton. Here's Fournier. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's New York holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
One thing we can't do is have empty possessions where we're shooting it before or we're turning it over before we can set our defense, okay?
Well, Greg, he's all about wanting them to take smart shots.
You have 24 seconds to play with, plenty of time. No sense taking a bad shot and risking getting burned in transition.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And New York, looking at who they've got. Rose is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Spellman in at the 4. Smart on the wing. Covered by Payton. And the rejection by Noel. Spellman, no good. Boston shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Boston making a switch here. Langford's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. And so, Smart nails both of them. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Noel down low. He's guarded by Williams. It's good.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Rose against Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first. And the Knicks making a change here. Burks is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Smart passes to Williams. Here's Ogilvy. Feeds to Smart. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Burks' shot is good.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last year in uncharted waters for the whole country, Brent, the NBA ended up with a pretty good plan, I think, using the Orlando bubble.
The first idea, Kevin, was to suspend the season. And that's where all the best decisions came from. Adam Silver and the league shutting down. What they were able to do in terms of the dynamics, the logistics, the decision to come to Orlando to bring all these teams down, I thought was one of the more remarkable things, and we'll look back on it, that the NBA or any professional sports organization has ever done, given the unreal circumstances around the pandemic.
And so he makes both from the line. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Spellman. Dishes it to Rose. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. The 3-pointer off the mark. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Here's Langford, and it's blocked. And now running up the court, Kid Gilchrist pushing it up. Rose, no good. For Boston, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Langford misses.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Good on the 3-point shot.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Green. 8 feet away. Boston, no good that time either.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Now Smart. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Rose kicks to Bullock. The pass to Spellman. Rebounded by Langford. Boston shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Offensive rebound. Count it.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Left side Rose. Kid Gilchrist. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Green. It's rebounded by New York. Rose has got 6 rebounds in the game. Burks can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Ogilvy, and it's blocked. On its way from Burks for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. Burks has got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Pass to Ogilvy. Outside Williams. Passes to Ogilvy. 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot. Knicks with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Kid Gilchrist has got it. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The drive by Green. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Rose has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Burks can't get it to go. Green inside, working on Rose. Green passes to Williams. Outside, Smart. Down low. Second shot opportunity. Rose with some nice D.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And the foul called on Amari Spellman. That's his first foul. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And here is Green. Pass to Ogilvy. Something that was floated as an idea last in the second bubble in Chicago. Brett, do you think eliminated teams deserve to finish their seasons?
I really don't, Kevin, for the sake of the matter that we're talking about people's health and the risk involved around players, their families, their extended families. If you didn't qualify, if your team wasn't good enough at the point that the season was suspended, I agree with the way the league went about the teams that were invited to compete in Orlando and to let the other teams spend the time, the most important time, with their family being safe, secure, and preparing themselves for what was next.
The offensive rebound, Kid Gilchrist, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Boston with the ball. Green kicks to Cornett. Back to Green. To stop the drought. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter. Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Williams passes to Ojale. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
no
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday. Green with the ball. Burks with the steal. Now here's Rose. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Some nice passing by New York here. The pass to Burks. And here's Rose. Pass to Spellman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
The Celtics shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Here's Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Nice D from Williams. Burks with the steal. He dishes it to Rose. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Step back shot. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Smart.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mitchell Robinson.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
And he's good on the second. Well, we know it was a different kind of preseason for this year as the start of the season was delayed. Is that something the players like or don't like?
Old guys love it, Kevin. Young guys need the time. But given the circumstances around trying to get the NBA season not just started, but eventually back on the regular calendar that we're used to, this is something that every team has been dealt, and you've just got to play your cards wisely.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. And so here is New York. Here's Rose. Over Smart. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. Kicks to Langford. Pass to Smart. Inside. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Rose passes to Spellman. Trying to end the drought. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Williams. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rose.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
Shot.
That's good from Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Payton. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.